Hey everyone, I'm back with my 2D display design, and I wanted to emphasize a few things and build a much larger display to really show off the capabilities of this machine and just show how accurate it is. And I'll emphasize a few things that I didn't emphasize enough in my first video and share some more information of what's more realistic in this kind of build and what's not. So to begin, the blocks here need to be 7 or lower. Once they're at 8 blocks higher, then you need to be standing further than the first button, which means the player is having to jump to touch the buttons, which doesn't feel good. So I believe that 7 is basically the maximum height that you really want to go for this. Plus, with my design, it starts to get kind of slow at the top. It's still pretty quick, but as you can see, the light's turning off and the piston firing. It does take a tiny bit of time. And with the redstone torch and gate beneath here, it's very accurate and will not give a redstone output until every pixel on the screen is correct. So let me get rid of these two. Just putting that one in just to show off that it is very accurate. Let me show you the much larger build here. It's the same design, just continued outward. So if I get the pixels turned off here, it's large enough to fit my entire username on it. That's how big it is. But let me turn off this last pixel, the last incorrect one. And that will give us a redstone output, which powers our redstone contraption and allows us to enter basically the Cave of Wonders down here. But anyways, let me show you how this works. That should close everything up. Yep. In order to hook all of this up, you're wanting to turn on the furthest signal that you can. So one of the outer ones that are incorrect, and that will power up the redstone down the line. And you open up the debug screen by pressing F3 on the keyboard, and you're looking for the redstone part that says power 1. And then on this same block, you just go down by 1. You put down a block so a repeater can just be connected to the block that has the power of 1. And then you place the repeater down and you place a solid block in front of that repeater so redstone dust can go beneath it and be powered, sending the power toward your output. Let me show you the other side. So you do need to do that to both sides. It's the exact same idea. You're just powering. I guess there's a guy there. You're just powering the furthest redstone that you can on the display, and once you have that found, you're putting down the repeater and sending the signal toward your output. And then make sure you're putting down a repeater along this line in order to make sure it reaches, if it's too long at least. But yeah, with that mentioned, if it's not this massive, then you might only need 1 or 2 repeaters, if that. And then you run the repeaters into another AND gate, and you want to make sure the end of the AND gate is a redstone torch that is turned off by default. And then, so I failed to mention that in the center, we got repeaters as well, not just the outside. So in order to set up the repeaters in the center, you're just putting in input to the passcode that's incorrect along the outside, just like before. And then you're following the power down to the 1, And then once it says 1, you put in another input right above that that's incorrect, and you follow it down again. So that'd be down to right here. So let's pretend that this wasn't here. Then you would find it, you'd place down the block, place down a repeater, and then feed a block into the front of that repeater and make sure it's connected to your redstone output. But yeah, you just do that from both sides down to the center. A little bit of redundancy doesn't really hurt. But yeah, that's how you do it and make sure that it's all connected into your redstone contraption. Once everything is correct on the display, I'll show you one more time. You get an output that will power your redstone contraption. That's about it for this video. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and hopefully you learned something. If any parts of this redstone contraption are interesting to you and you want me to show you how I built them, then let me know, and I'll make another video for that. But anyways, thanks for watching, take care, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.